Hello everyone, welcome to the podcast Credit Card. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope are always healthy, and thanks for staying listening to the podcast. Well, this time we will discuss the topic of the genre of credit card for students, which we will convey for the next few minutes. I will introduce my group member. And the first,
My name is Delma Apri Wahyuni. ID number 1X060927 from Foxtrot.
My name is Popi Dwi Saputri. ID number 1H060927 from Foxtrot.
and my name is Auliyya Mujahidin Faruq As-syafiqi, NIT 180609284. Study at the program of Foxtrot Class Air Transport Management.
Get on with it. As we know today that a credit card, commonly called a plastic card, is a cash payment replacement tool that can be used by consumers to exchange for goods or services desired in a card-shaped transaction. Where the use of credit cards in the community gives a lot of convenience, right?
Yeah, alright. However, although many profit convenience, the emergence of the credit card has many pros and cons to the community, especially among students.
Right. Regarding credit cards, although it has many benefits and conveniences, the use of credit cards among student college must have pros and cons. So, this time, we will review the impact arising from the use of credit cards for student college. Well, first, in my opinion, the use of credit cards among student college will increasingly make students wasteful because the existence of credit card support can make students liable to buy all the desired needs so that it can make expenses continue to grow unnoticed, which causes students' college to be wasteful.
In my opinion, besides that, credit card also makes students more consumptive. Consumptive traits increase when students have credit cards. By having a credit card, students often buy things without realizing that they really don't need or want, just because of hunger and feel able to buy anything and driven by desire that is so great. So basically, with the use of credit cards, students are more free to get the win because they feel they are no longer restricted by the cash that is carried or owned it.
On the other hand, in my opinion, the use of credit card for students can also become a boomerang because there can be a build-up of debt because the system used by credit card is to be borrow money in the bank, which means the same as we were. For example, when students are engrossed in shopping, some students usually lack processing the payment because other expenses are also quite a lot. The habit of delaying payment is what will make the debit more piling up.
Now, with this discussion, we come to understand that the use of credit cards is indeed practical and easy. But for student college who don't have regular income or salary every month, therefore always consider the use of credit card or expenses.
Wow! Apparently, after we reviewed the impact of credit cards among students, there were so many negative impacts. Therefore, we urge students must be smart in using credit cards so as not to become a boomerang for yourself.
Yes, that is absolutely right. For the rationale behind all the facilities received in payment by credit card, there are many cases of fraud involving credit card. So, in the use of the credit card, we also have to be extra careful, guys.
Yeah, but I think behind all the negative effects of using credit cards, there are also many positive sides that can facilitate the public, especially among student college, in make transaction. One of them for student can be used to pay for sudden needs.
Oh, so that means that credit cards can also be used for emergency situation. But in connection, I have never used a credit card. Can you explain when kind of college you is it or how the benefits in the credit cards itself for student when in an emergency situation?
Respond so here how when in emergency situation students don't have a cash, for example when you have to pay the hospital, credit cards give a grace period of up to 1 month for repayment, so that if we do not have cash we can still pay hospital fees and the credit card bill are paid after getting a shipment from parent of we are forced to pay installment for some time.
In my opinion, we as students college must often have unforeseen needs. For example, to buy lecture material, books, repair laptops in case of damage that can hinder college assessment, and other sudden needs. So, with any type of credit cards needs will be easier if we are in an emergency and don't have cash.
Oh, it's like that, partner. Now I understand. So basically, credit cards are facilitated online shopping transaction like this. For example, we do not have this fund to pay for sudden needs, so that with a credit card, it will be easier to buy college needs such as the book. For example, the book is all outside the city in or place located so the payments can be made online by credit card.
Well, one of the benefits is that it also makes online transaction easier. With a credit card, there is not need to bother making payments such as electric, water, telephone, and other payment as well as internet paycheck, because this is needed by students in terms of making assignment on the often studying via in the internet.
In addition to my benefits of using a credit card, it also helps make it easier to buy food supplies. For example, we don't need to worry if our food supplies run out because with a student credit cards, especially those for parents can use the card to buy food because often the student college money is not enough to buy food when the money is small and parents haven't sent money yet.
Yes, besides the for shopping needs, credit cards also offer many promos in a number of supermarkets, so they can save on monthly shopping expenses. As I have read that there are several types of shopping credit cards, one of which is a special credit card for people for students who like to shop, namely a credit cards, college, a groceries credit cards. In addition to simplifying transactions, these groceries credit cards work with different supermarket brands. That way, students can get a variety of benefits when shopping monthly at the supermarket. The benefits include discounts, cashback, rewards points, interest entitlement, merchants, and much more.
Other positive impact then with a credit card, a student expense will be recorded in the transaction history to see the amount of monthly expense to be more efficient. Because knowing the remaining credit card limits given by parent, the students can calculate the transaction record on the billing sheet will help students remaining money that can be used for the following days. Expense record will also be very helpful to see shopping activities every month, so that with this students can interestingly repositioning themselves well in terms of managing money are included in the term of students were wasteful of economical.
Now, with this discussion, we come to understand that the use of credit cards is indeed practical and easy. But for student college who don't have regular income or salary every month, therefore always consider the use of credit card or expenses that are used to minimize losses when using a credit card. We must also be wise and careful in using it. Pay bills on time.
Absolutely right. If for students to make a credit card based on real needs and can use the card as well as possible, then submitting the making and payment of bills is no problem. But if students want to use credit cards only for prestige or can buy all the desserts that are not important, then it should be considered whether they will be able to pay large bill, because by using cash students know better what percentage or need so they can save.
Yes, therefore, we as students must be smart in manage financial benefit, considering the amount of extra compared to the income we get from giving parent.
Wow, this discussion is very exciting with the pros and cons of the credit cards we discussed earlier. We become more understanding about the use of credit cards from the negative or positive impact. Yeah.
It's very true that in the future, what we have discussed can be useful and we will apply it in the future.
Alright guys, the discussion hopefully we can be with if we use a credit card later. Here comes the end of our discussion today. For the time and opportunity, my colleagues, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.